Some people turn $10,000 into 1 crore rupees slowly, while others try to double it every single week and lose absolutely everything. It's the ultimate divide in the financial world, separating the disciplined from the reckless. Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're tackling a massive dilemma that literally everyone entering the stock market has to face: long-term investing versus trading. We're going to break down exactly how both of these work and, by the end, help you figure out which path actually makes the most sense for you. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll start by understanding long-term investing, check out the fast pace of trading, do a head-to-head comparison, help you choose your ideal strategy, look at a smart hybrid approach, and finally, cover how to avoid those common beginner mistakes. Let's start with the first path. Section 1, Understanding Long-Term Investing: the power of patience and steady growth. So, at its core, long-term investing is built on the classic buy and hold strategy. You are buying stocks, which, remember, are actual slices of real-world businesses, and you're holding onto them for years. Your whole focus here is on finding fundamentally strong companies that have serious future potential. You build wealth over time by just waiting. You're letting actual business growth and the magic of compounding returns do all the heavy lifting for you. Now let's look at what this actually looks like in practice. Your time horizon, it's long. We are talking 5 to 20 plus years. Your focus is strictly on company fundamentals, things like revenue, profit margins, the quality of the management team. The returns come from compounding growth over long stretches of time. And notice the effort level here. It's pretty low to moderate. This approach actively reduces your day-to-day stress because you're not constantly glued to a screen making moves. But it requires an immense amount of patience to weather the inevitable market downturns without panicking and selling everything. I always like to think of it like this. It's exactly like planting a tree and waiting for it to grow. You dig a good hole, plant a healthy seed, water it, and then you just wait. You don't dig it up every Tuesday to check on the roots, right? You let time and nature work their magic. That is the true essence of compounding wealth. But what if you don't really want to wait decades? Let's switch gears. Section 2, the fast pace of trading, seizing short-term market opportunities. Trading is an entirely different beast altogether. This is all about buying and selling stocks frequently to profit from short-term price movements. A trader doesn't necessarily care what a company's revenue is going to be in 10 years. They care about what the stock price is doing right now, today. They focus heavily on timing, market trends, and technical analysis. In trading, you are virtually ignoring those long-term fundamentals and zooming in on immediate price action. Notice how drastically the time frames shrink in this fast-paced world. Intraday trading means you're buying and selling within the exact same day, holding a position for just minutes or hours. Swing trading stretches that out a bit to a few days or weeks. And positional trading, you might hold for a few weeks or maybe months. The effort required here is incredibly high. Sure, you have the opportunity to earn quick profits, whether the market is going up or going down, but man, it demands strict discipline to manage the high risk, the extreme volatility, and your own emotional decision-making. To really visualize this high-energy environment, trading is essentially like catching waves in the ocean. You aren't trying to own the entire ocean, you're just paddling out, reading the immediate momentum of the water, riding a wave for a quick profit, and hopping off right before it crashes. You have to be hyper-alert, skilled, and constantly reacting to the changing tide. So how do these two worlds actually stack up against each other? Section 3, head-to-head comparison, investing and trading side by side. Seeing them side by side really paints a clear picture of risk versus reward. Look at long-term investing. It operates on a time horizon of years, focusing deeply on business fundamentals. The overall risk level is moderate, the daily effort is really low, and your returns, while slow, are generally pretty stable. Then look at trading. Operating in minutes to months, laser-focused on price action. The risk level, very high. The effort required, extremely high. And those returns can be fast, for sure, but they're also highly inconsistent. Basically, you're trading low-stress stability for high-stress opportunity. Which brings us to the million-dollar question. Section 4, choosing your ideal strategy. Matching the market to your personality. Here is the absolute crucial point. There is no universal right answer here. It all comes down to who you are. Choose long-term investing if you want to build steady wealth over time, you have limited free time, and you prefer a low-stress lifestyle. On the flip side, choose trading only if you can dedicate focused time every single day, if you genuinely understand charts and technical strategies, and most importantly, if you can manage high risk without letting your emotions take the wheel. Your strategy should match your personality, not someone else's success story. Now, what if you're looking at both sides and feeling a bit torn? Section 5. The Smart Hybrid Approach. Can you actually do both? The simple answer is a massive yes. These two paths absolutely do not have to be mutually exclusive. In fact, tons of highly successful people use this exact smart hybrid approach. They take the vast bulk of their capital and invest it long-term to safely build and protect their core wealth. Then they take a small, highly controlled portion of their funds and use it to trade. This generates some extra income and scratches that itch for short-term opportunities without ever risking their entire financial future. However, before you allocate a single rupee to either strategy, you really need to know the traps. Section 6. Avoiding common beginner mistakes, pitfalls that literally destroy portfolios. These are the ultimate market villains that catch almost every single beginner. First, mixing investing and trading strategies without a strict plan. This usually happens when you buy a stock for a quick day trade, it immediately goes down, so you suddenly decide, oh, I'm a long-term investor now, just so you don't have to admit a loss. That is incredibly dangerous. Second, expecting quick, overnight profits from a long-term investing strategy. It just doesn't work that way. Third, overtrading without any real knowledge or experience. And finally, following random stock tips blindly instead of doing your own research. Overconfidence here will absolutely cost you dearly. Because it all boils down to this fundamental truth. The stock market is not about speed, it's about strategy. The absolute smartest approach isn't just picking one path blindly. It's about thoroughly understanding both of these mechanisms and then using them wisely to construct a rock-solid, individualized financial plan. I want to leave you with this highly memorable thought to carry with you. Slow wealth is still wealth, but fast losses are real. If you chase a quick fortune without the discipline to back it up, trust me, the market will humble you. Patience pays and discipline protects.
So, the ultimate question is, which path are you going to choose? Are you ready to actually take action on your financial journey? Join me in our next explainer, where we will cover exactly how to build your very first stock portfolio step by step. Make sure to subscribe and follow so you don't miss out on unlocking your financial future. See you next time.